and you could catch him next month on WWE. He will be showing up to WWE.
Oh, really? That's great.
Intro in the beginning was something we recorded messing around, but I never posted it because it just wouldn't have been right at the time. But I'm going to hit you right now with the full-length interview.
Bonjour, ladies and gentlemen. Hanging out with DJ Delz. My name is Karrion Kross. We are in North Carolina at WrestleCade, and you are wherever the hell you are watching this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're going to get real silly, but honest, because no matter where the time is told, in the end, everybody pays the toll.
DJ Delz, you know I love you.
What's good? It's your boy DJ Delz. We got the one and only
Karrion Kross, your friendly neighborhood serial killer.
So Karrion Kross. I don't like talking about wrestling with wrestlers. I feel like you talk about it a lot. People come up to you, they just want to know who's your favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Who's this? Who's that? You know, it's like you are a human being. So let's talk things that human beings love, like music. I know you love music. So I also know you're a big fan of thrash metal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Big four, top to bottom, what are you listing it?
Okay. Arguably, people are going to get so mad from the thrash community, but I'm going to say Metallica, Kill 'Em All. Okay?
I agree.
I mean, how can you hate that album? If you like thrash metal, I mean, whatever. Metallica is however people perceive Metallica is today. I like all their stuff. I was never a music snob when it came to that. Kill 'Em All is my #1 thrash album, 100%.
It's a classic, beginning to end. Even the instrumental with Cliff Burton, Anesthesia, where he goes crazy, and then Lars comes in with the drums at the end.
Yep.
Fire.
Testament, any album, you can put any Testament album on, no problem. This has been up for debate for an extended period of time as to what sort of category Motorhead falls under, but Motorhead plays a little bit of thrash. I know Lemmy necessarily didn't always consider himself to be metal, but yeah, I think like you put on any Motorhead album, you're good with that. And that's really the only three I kind of mess with.
So you don't mess with Anthrax?
Well, I don't dislike Anthrax, but
it's not in the playlist.
Never owned an album of Anthrax.
Oh wow!
I don't mean that disparagingly.
No. We're just talking what we like.
I never had a lot of access to Anthrax. I only ever heard Anthrax on like movie soundtracks.
Really?
Yes. When I was growing up, Metallica, Motorhead, and Testament took over the radio.
Testament was fire. I think they were so underrated and overlooked. It's disrespectful.
Absolutely.
Practice What You Preach.
Yeah.
Classic.
Dog-Faced Gods.
Oh God. What about Megadeth?
Yeah, that's another one that people have a hard time placing it, categorizing it. Dave Mustaine, I mean, how could you not love Dave Mustaine and say that you love metal at the same time? They're synonymous.
Yeah, he's amazing. And he's amazing on the guitar.
Yep.
I would love to see a Metallica album with Dave Mustaine on guitar.
That would be cool.
You know?
Be nostalgic, I guess.
Well, you love Kill 'Em All, so think about it. He wrote majority of Kill 'Em All.
Yes, he did.
So it would be fucking badass. But would the Eagles work? Would they? They're older now.
I don't know how that works. Yeah. Maybe now they just dial it in for the paycheck and just be cool about it.
Yeah, definitely. You're also a big fan of Pantera, from my understanding.
Yes.
So, what's your favorite 3 albums from them?
I'm going to say Vulgar Display of Power.
I agree. That's your #1?
Yeah.
Same with me.
Cowboys from Hell.
Okay. Curious to hear the third one.
I fall off from the third, dude. I fall off from the third.
Well, I'm going to tell you mine. Maybe you'll agree. I go with Verbal, then I'm going to go with Beyond, and then I will go with Cowboys from Hell.
That's a fair lineup.
Yeah, that's fair. Because a lot of people liked Phil when he was doing the high-pitched noises, but I wasn't into that when he was singing high-pitched like that.
He went through different phases. I got constitutional rights!
Yeah, some of the songs I didn't mind him going high with it, like Cemetery Gates. I thought it was good. Like especially when Diamond was hitting the high notes toward the end of it, and then he would harmonize with it. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. It was awesome.
So you're into comic books. How do you feel about the Marvel movies, like in general, compared to the comic books you read as a kid?
I really like them because, to be honest, I kind of fell off the wagon with all comics around 96, 97. Not for any particular reason. I just think that my life just kind of went in a different direction where my time was preoccupied, my imagination was elsewhere in different places. But I did grow up on comics. So I think all the new movies that are out right now, Marvel-wise and DC-wise, are awesome. And I enjoy them because I actually know those narratives. Those narratives were the comics that I read when I was little.
Yeah.
And I remember always telling my friends, I was like, could you imagine if this was a movie now? This would be like, oh, you know, special effects. It never
happened, right?
Never happened. And then,
exactly.
Like, grow up, full-grown man, and those movies are out, and it's like, I think they've done such a good job. Yeah, they're a little bit different from the comics, but whatever. Like, I mean, the essence of it is still all there, and I thought the whole Infinity series was.
Yeah, Infinity Wars, and then Endgame.
Yeah.
I loved Endgame too. I thought it was great.
Yep. I mean, with the politics and all of the licensing that they had to work with, I think all things considered, they did an excellent job in comparison to how the comic actually played out. Mm-hmm. There were certain people that weren't there, like Wolverine wasn't in it, Adam Warlock wasn't in it. You know, some people, died differently and whatnot. But overall, like I think the general essence of the story was completed. You know?
No, I agree with you.
The finish of the movie with Iron Man was very powerful. So
yeah, I felt that shit.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I really did.
I sat there unexpectedly. I was like, wow. Like,
it hit the chest.
It did.
Like,
it did. Yeah, and I'm not trying to like tough guy.
But yeah.
That movie was really excellently done. You talk about a masterful film. You walk into a movie theater and you know it's not real. Mm-hmm. You know how movies are done. You watch behind the scenes. You walk in there, and then a movie sometimes is so good that it just takes you into what it is showing you, and you forget about all that.
Yeah.
And then you're a part of it. There's not a lot of people in the world that can do that.
Yeah, your imagination's running wild while you're seeing this visual thing going on, and you're just used to back in the days you're a kid reading the comic books, and to see it all come into life is amazing. You know, the only thing that I hate about it is the fact that are we going to get another Iron Man movie? I mean, you know.
It's fiction. I mean, if the story is good enough, they can find a way to rewrite them in.
Yeah, they can bring anything back if they want to. Did you see the Joker movie?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure you did, but
loved it.
How do you feel about them doing a sequel?
Well, I mean, we'll find out. I mean, I don't want to say that they shouldn't. And who the hell am I?
Yeah, of course. But you know, just talking as people that just enjoy film.
If it's the same writers and it's the same cast, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because they will protect this.
Exactly.
They will not allow this movie to become a franchise shitbag, sort of, pump this movie out for merchandise. I mean, they will merchandise the film, but I just mean, sometimes the production studios wind up taking the scripts for really amazing films, and they send it in so many different directions that it's not even the same film as when they initially had the original script.
It's watered down, and it's they commercialize it. Yeah. But from my understanding, they are going to be putting out a new movie with the same team, the exact same team. Because I think that's the only way it's going to work.
I think that film will be protected if it becomes a franchise.
That movie was badass.
It's amazing.
That scene with De Niro.
You get what you get.
It just felt real. It
did. It did. It had a lot of elements that felt very real. They managed to capture the essence of human suffering in that film, and it was so fun.
And mental illness, and the thing that I liked is he was trying to get help, and they cut his insurance, or they shut down the place, something like that, and then he couldn't get. He was like, "Where am I going to get my medicine?"
Yeah.
He couldn't get the medicine to get the help, and that just threw him over the edge.
Yes. It's really interesting, like the way they did this film. This was not like a typical Hollywood formula, as most people will notice that were really into the film. Like, for instance, it's really actually, in my opinion, it's impossible to stereotype or replace the Arthur Fleck character because you can't absolve him of the things he did wrong because he was mentally ill. He knew the difference between right and wrong, and he justified it. And so when you talk to people, some people were rooting for him, and then some people watched it as subjectively, to just say like the film was powerful and it was cool and it was interesting, and they didn't necessarily take sides. And then some people took sides of the victims. Like, it created this debate, and in my opinion, a very interesting conversation piece for people to have with one another if they can remain civil. Some people are like,
that's this generation with some of these people. People can't just accept having different opinions and That's it, you know. Now everyone wants to think the same.
Exactly, and but the film was meant to do that. You know, if you're really paying attention, the film was meant to make you observe something and question it, and it's provoking you to independently think about what you were watching, not necessarily just put a sticker on it and go, he's a good guy, or he's a bad guy, or he's a monster of unfortunate circumstances, or he was a monster taking advantage of circumstances. You can't label it like that. This, and that's why I think it felt so real. Like, how many, you know, as a grown man, you know, I've known a lot of people in my life who are good people that have done some really horrendously bad things.
Yeah,
circumstantial. Yeah, all of us do. You know
of
what
course.
I mean? You get to a certain age where you get some living in, and you know, and then you've met some really bad people that have potential to do some very wonderful things too. And in movies, typically things are very black and white, or they're just washed out in too much of sort of a shade of gray.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, and I love the character, but Magneto.
Oh,
Magneto in
yeah.
the Marvel films, he's like a villain that you kind of love.
You do. He has a likable presence to him.
And what he does has been justified through the concentration camps, right? That's like your Hollywood shade of gray, where you might find yourself rooting for him. With the Joker, if you observe the film honestly, I don't think you can really, truly, if you observe it honestly, you can't really root for him or against him. You're more or less watching this guy's life spiral out of control.
Just go down to the fucking toilet.
Right.
That's really what it is. And you almost just feel like, okay, well, this guy has got such issues, and it was only a matter of time before shit hit the fan. He had the medicine that was kind of, you know, putting everything where he was leveling out, maybe able to control his anger. But then when he lost that, plus all the frustrations from even the first time when he got jumped in the beginning of the movie, when he's holding the signs.
He's just tormented.
Yeah, he's just dealing with constant shit. It's like, it seemed like, you know, when you have a bad day and everything is just fucked up all the time. But then you tell yourself, you know what, tomorrow's going to be a better day. And it usually is. But for him, no way. I mean, but he also was dumb as a fucking rock, too.
Sure.
Like, when he was dancing with the gun and the gun drops.
He's naive, he's childish.
Very naive and childish. You hit the nail on the head with it. But it's a fascinating movie because a lot of people think, is this all real? Like, was this whole movie even real? You know, what was real, what was not? Like, you know, like when he's obsessed with that girl.
Because he's the narrator.
Yeah.
And, you know, he has, like, hypothetically, he's suffering from some sort of level of psychosis where he's not entirely sure of, like, what is accurate even in his own life.
Yeah.
He has these escapes into his own imagination. And it was interesting the way they did the film. I loved it. It was a masterpiece. Really,
it was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Can you tell the people where to check you out?
Yes, at your nearest available mental institute. I'm going on tour. I'm going to visit all of them. KillerKross.com with a K, Kross, has all my social media attached. It also has my YouTube channel, and I've been chronologically and categorically chronicling my career from the very beginning over the last 5 years. The very beginning of Kevin Kross and how Kevin Kross became Killer Kross. All of that is attached to my site, completely free. The only thing that's not free is the merch, which is also on ProWrestlingTees.com.
And support what he does.
Yes.
Pick up a t-shirt today and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, there's got to be something wrong with you, or you're just on the wrong channel. You know, it's okay if you didn't enjoy this video.
If you didn't enjoy this video, you're in a bad mood. It's not us. We were entertaining.
You know what? Hit the thumbs down button right now. Put shit emojis in the comments. Knock yourself out, all right? Everyone have a great day. Much love, and we out.
Smoke show spot over here, DJ Delz. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh.
Tens, right?
10, almost.
Tens.
Close.
Close.
No one's a 10 with me.
Hey.
But
Hey, this is Mean Gene Okerlund with DJ Delz.